Shorty hold it down for a nigga, and you know that I fuck with that. Shorty ride around in the new man. You know I stay loaded off codeine and Zan. I got the bag, I ain't showing my hand. I take your hoe and put her in the lamb. I got the extra Martin lifting up, and I got the plate of money running up. And 1 diamond, 2 diamond, I'm double deck flooded up.
You gotta get in there.
Alright, we back.
I'm about to react to life support. Got me a couple comments that wanted me to do it. I think me and you did this before. So
yeah.
Life support, people reacted to life support. I got it, I got you, I got this.
Do it
and
again.
something else, but some of the videos could not copy. I don't know if this is gonna get copyrighted, but make sure y'all can subscribe, follow me on that gram. So this was made before he went to jail. While he was in jail, they just added clips around. So if you look different, that's why. He got veneers in, so.
Oh wow, big choppers.
Veneers, but
Big choppers.
I lost a lot of weight then.
He gained a lot. He gained some weight now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you could tell he looked like he lost a lot.
That's
of
because
weight.
this was when he was smoking.
These cookies off the chain.
Drinking, lean, all that.
That's what happens to them when they go to jail.
And that's crazy thing. This is all other music videos and everything.
Hold on.
These clips.
I was gonna go get me another cookie.
All clips of other music videos in one video. So
I was in Bible.
New York.
Oh.
I don't know. New York, Utah, they all over the place. So
Okay.
this is all different clips.
Can I take you out tonight? Go get something to eat. Sit down and say like things you know about me. I'm like, babe, my grandma died as a sleepover. I'm like, babe, I could have died and I might whip it.
When his grandmother died?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm like, babe, my grandma died as a sleepover. I'm like, babe, I could have died and I might whip it.
How she died? He said he could have.
I'm like, babe, I could have died and I might whip it. Young man say pride, remember.
He could have died, but his
I know.
lip flipped out.
I know.
Say my grams for chemo. Now I got grams like I'm from without these jury ways to keep
Who take
Not
chemo?
baby, you every time that I'm
She had cancer.
pool, she be way so tryna hit it like I want, but then I don't cause I be too high. Feel it's best if I let you decide. Business I don't want you every day. Come lay me down every day, I'm tired. But these hoes cause they be telling us. Now I need a blueprint. Is you all in? I just gotta know. Drugs got my mind clicking. On my Kawasaki tryna do a hair clicker. Down and out got me feeling suicidal. Air Force One ain't costing nothing. I'ma pull up $30,000 bomb jeans. Pull up
All my jeans is jeans, so I'm just trying to make sure y'all know.
it's blinking in it, touch it like them beans. Damn, she don't like no dogs, but in with a snake. Told her mother for the blouse, just do it tough. Is it real? Is it fake? I don't know. I can tell. I'm just hoping time.
Now you talking about relationships. Is it real or is it fake? I don't know.
Wow.
I can't tell.
What year was this?
I think it was
So when he went to jail, that's what he said.
when he was in jail. Something like
Oh, okay.
We don't fail. I'm just trying to hold on. This the skies can't fulfill. Insecure feeling I ain't worth not enough for none. Ooh, do you hear me calling? Right now full of endo. 30 minutes later, probably be outside your window. Throwing rocks until you turn your light on and say go. Don't know what the fuck is going on. You expecting me to go? Fuck it, let me pay my clothes. Right back to that murder zone. Fuck, I miss my granddad home. Shouldn't have came up out the push. Feel that I'm gon' die, yeah. All alone and by myself. But I got birth from life support. I got birth from life support. I say I'm my pain, keep me going. Your love keep me.
Do you think when his grandmother passed, is like he just wild out even?
Yeah. A lot of, like you say, you have a choice of going left or right. My mom died. Had a choice of going left or right. This is before my daughter was here, so it's a choice.
I got birth from life support.
Did he have
I
kids?
say I'm.
Did he have kids when his grandmother passed?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was young.
He started having all these children by different
So he
women.
can have love, some type of love.
The only reason why I think he have kids, he only have kids to certain baby mamas that he actually loves. Like
Or,
he,
trusted.
Yeah,
trusted.
Yeah.
He trusted.
and they
him.
broke his heart. Yeah.
Right.
That's why. And the only reason why he do it, he hang around a lot of girls because they give him some type of comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell
believe
that.
that. I believe
I believe it.
Pain keep me going, your love keep me calm.
Yeah.
They gon' take it once
Like
they
a
pull the
temporary
cord.
Yeah.
I call it life on life support. They don't respect me no more. They don't love me no more. They ain't feeling my song. Take my kids on the storm. They all gone. They done took my life again. I'm in block and trench. I said you shot.
So he said they don't took his life support. He was talking about his kids because he said that they took his kids through the storm. You know, whoever the parents or whoever it was, they took him. That I believe that's what he's talking about. His life support is his.
So somebody kept telling me you had to go 10 seconds backwards.
I ain't feeling my song. Take my kids on the storm. They all gone. They done took my life again. I'm in block and trench. I said you shopping alone up and let's take you to shine. Flood your pants. Been straight dimes like fucking pants. She's a hypnotizing demon lover. So satanic. I say back now take that rock from me. The mind is so dynamic. Straight from the block on that bitch in the front of my swing. I ain't worried I won't pay. I was born and made it out. So
I know Satanic is a.
So it's a metal group.
Yeah, y'all
It's
hear
a rock
that
group.
line. You gotta hear that line. That line.
It's a rock group.
Look, you had to hear the line.
Satanic. I thought that was the
they
devil.
done took my life again. I'm in block and trench. I said you shopping alone up and let's take you to shine. Flood your pants. Been straight dimes like fucking pants. She's a hypnotizing demon lover.
So Satanic.
Satanic. I say back now take that rock from me.
Rock for metal. Like rock and metal. Rock and roll.
Mine is so dynamic. Straight from the block on that bitch in the front of my swing. I ain't worried I won't pay. I was born and made it out. So yeah, I should lay down.
Fun fact. Hold
I
on.
ain't worried I won't pay. I was born and made it out. So yeah,
This is actual son. Some girl lied to him about his son. That's not his son. So you still take care of him like it's his son.
Oh.
lay down. Her girl made me settle down, but I can't. I drop you off at mom's house. While me and my cousins try to take rainbows burn. Catch one like hop, I take aim. God forbid if a nigga shoot back and look at least you hit my brain. But don't know when Lord, please have mercy, know that she gon' go insane. Mistreat a nigga, leave me, then they act like I'm gon' wanna blame. But I got birth from life support. But I got birth from life support. I say all my pain keep me going, your love keep me calm. They gon' take it once they pull the cord. I call it life on life support. They don't respect me no more, they don't love me no more. They ain't feeling my song. Take my kids on the storm. They all gone. They done took my life support.
So how y'all feel about this song?
It's more of relationships, I think.
Yeah.
He's
It's a
talking about
relationship
how,
pain song.
yeah.
1 out of 10.
I just see that, so much. I'm trying to relate since I've watched his interview. I'm trying to understand him more of why he's saying the things that he's saying. I'm trying to look at it different. I wish that we would have looked at the interview first
Before
we started listening to his music, to try to have a better understanding of why he's sounding and reacting the way that he's acting, or rapping the way that he raps. I have a better understanding about him now more than ever, because right here in this video I understand that his children is his life support, and when you're taking that away from him, something that he really loved, that's like jail, exactly taking his breath away from him, stopping his heart from beating. So that's basically what he's saying, like that's my life support, my children. And to hear that he took on the little boy that's really not his, that shows you how much of a giver he is, and how and I get what he was saying in his video, that his interview, that they quick to judge you just by how you look, but they don't even know you. They don't. if you don't watch his interview, and you won't understand his songs, which we didn't at first. But when you watch the interview, you start understanding how good of a person he really is underneath all of that. And you understand where all of that comes from.
They about to be in the comments saying, they finally like him.
I never dislike him. I just felt, and I still say the same thing.
We just don't know. We didn't know who he was.
Yeah,
you know.
he has so much anger, and I did not know where it was coming from. But now I have a solid foundation of understanding where it's coming from. It's coming from the trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma that has been in his life.
And it goes to the saying that don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Because if you just looking at him,
yeah,
for the first time, don't know him like we didn't, like we both did. You know what I'm saying? We were looking at
Shade Room posts.
Yeah,
that's,
and you was like, well, you got to get to know him. You got to get to know him.
Yeah.
You got to understand. You got to understand him
so
and stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, what he's saying is, oh, he want to kill. Oh my God.
Yeah, and that was the first thing that we were getting from the get from where he is now, and now we're going back.
So Shade Room don't post none of his good stuff. They post all his bad stuff.
Of course.
Of course. It goes back to his interview of what he was saying.
Of course. That's because you're going to get more publicity off of that.
They got to stay on top. So they're going to do whatever they need to do to bring the gossip, the hate, the lies, all of those things. They're going to bring. They got to stay on top. They got to keep flowing.
That's anything. So, that's like if you work for a company. When they do evals on you, they're gonna always bring up all the bad stuff you did. They're not gonna talk about oh, this is what you do. This is the good things that you do. This is the good qualities you have. They're gonna talk about all of when it comes to giving you a raise. They're gonna talk about all the bad stuff you do, and they want you to correct that.
And you gotta understand that there are people in this world that lives for negativity, gossip. Lies.
That's what news
they
is
feed
about.
off of that.
The news is like that. They always showing all the bad stuff. They don't never show you the good stuff.
And that's why they say the lie, that people will believe a lie before they believe the truth, because the lie it's a whole different level. It brings more gossip and more lies and all of those things. So they're not gonna bring in the good, because it's probably going to bring their ratings down. It's probably going to bring their views down. So they're going to bring the bad. So they're just doing their job. And we can't knock them for that.
Right.
That's
it's your job to do the research, do your homework, and get a better understanding.
And do the positive side to them, which that's what you're doing. So what Shade Room won't do, that's why you're able to step up and do that.
So I think that what you're doing, your platform is positive for Youngboy, as individual as me that didn't even know who he was. Didn't know any of his music, had never heard any of his music, anything like that. But I've gotten a whole better perspective of the man that he is now. And the reason why his path has been the way it's been. So now that I see that, okay, all he just want, what any individual want in this world, and that's to be loved, to be accepted, and to be able to be themselves. Yeah. And he's only being what he know how to be. You got to understand, this young man has been in trauma. So all he knows is all of these things. When he look back, he sees all of those things. That's all he know. So you can't expect something different out of him if that's the only thing that he knew along his growing, him growing up and stuff. So it helps you to understand it more. I believe that if people would do more interviews on other people to try to find, so that they can understand why people is reacting the way that they're reacting, singing the way that they singing, or rapping the way that they rapping, I believe that we wouldn't be so quick to be judgmental. We would be more understanding than judgmental. And I think that's another reason why it can help them. They coming at him too, because he's showing his vulnerability.
and I think a lot of people are coming at him like that too. That's another reason, because a lot of artists are not open enough like this to bear and share these things. Now, you know, like most of these rappers, they won't have these sit down interviews like this until they're somewhere making $500 million, and then now they want to sit down and talk to all these big time.
And they're not gonna talk about. They're not gonna be very transparent. They're not gonna talk about the things that's going on in their heads, or what they didn't like, or what they have to carry, or whatever. They're not gonna talk about all those things.
They're only gonna give you so much. They're gonna give you so much to where you're not able to touch them. They don't want to seem vulnerable to things like that. And I think this is another reason why he get attacked a lot, because he shows his vulnerability and his emotions on his sleeves.
Yeah,
like
and that's why they get him, because they know they're gonna get a reaction from him, and it's gonna come through his music.
Right.
See, we learning.
So what y'all give this song?
Understanding. I understand.
It's not a rate. It's just
it's more of understanding where he's coming from now. The way that I view it, it's not about let me rate it. You know, I understand. I still don't like the cursing and all of that stuff. Young boy, you don't need the cigarettes. I know you thinking it's calming your nerves, but you know. But anyway, but I think that it's more understanding that I'm getting from this song.
Yeah, okay. It's not a rate at all.
Well, since they don't got a rate, we going on to the next video. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, and we out.